going, everybody? Welcome back to MojoGrip. Mike here. So I bought another plane, but it's not what you think. Stay tuned, I'm gonna show you. Here is my new plane. Voila. So this plane is familiar to a lot of you. This is a Bristell, and is a plane that I've featured on this channel multiple times. And I actually have a soft spot for Bristell because out of all of the light sports that I've been introduced to or flown, this one is top notch. And as a matter of fact, this particular Bristell, there's actually a very cool story behind it. Let me walk around it for a minute. You can see it's not custom anything for the most part, at least on the outside, but on the inside, some upgrades have been done to this airplane. This is a 2012 model of the Bristell. The newer models they look a bit different, and they also use different engines. This model uses your standard Rotax 912 engine. It's not fuel injected, but it still gets the job done. And I was able to pick this airplane up, believe it or not, from a viewer. And here's the cool story behind this airplane. There's a viewer here on MojoGrip, and he had reached out to me a few years back when he was looking to start his pilot journey and then buy an airplane. And I remember I was so happy for him. And as you know, life happens, and years later he reached out again and said, hey, I've got my plane, I'm looking to get out of it. And we were able to come up with a very good deal to get this airplane. Speaking of something to get out of, the insurance for this aircraft. Now, generally speaking, insurance for light sport airplanes are lower than most other category airplanes. But as you may already know, it's a hassle to get aircraft insurance. Well, not any longer, because our partners at Skywatch now have owner's aircraft insurance. Yeah, those same guys that let you buy customizable insurance online as a renter, now you can buy a full owner's policy right there online, meaning you don't have to deal with a broker or wait 1 week just to get a quote. Everything is done instantly and fully digital. You get on Skywatch, put in your information, and you get an instant quote. And what's super cool about Skywatch also is that you can customize the policy and the coverage that you want right there online. Skip the wait line, skip having to deal with the middleman, and you have more control on your own aircraft insurance. To get a quote today, just use the link in the description below. Now, this plane is not a personal plane. I actually bought this plane so our students here at Lookup Flight Academy will be able to fly this thing. As I've said in my other videos, here at Lookup Flight Academy, all of the planes will be modern, including this, and I'll show you the upgrades that's been done to this airplane. But also, guys, if you're looking to get a starter airplane, this is a perfect plane to build time, and it's not a slug either. This thing will go a good 115 knots while burning 4 gallons of fuel per hour, and it's perfect in a training environment because you're still burning that low of a fuel. But something that's particularly unique to the Bristells are these. I love these. These are wing lockers, and guess what? You can put more load here than you can put back there. I believe the maximum baggage in the rear is 33 pounds, and you can put up to 44 pounds in the wings. So that's something cool about Bristell. But while I'm also up here, you've got a 3-bladed prop and attached to a Rotax 912 engine. This is a fixed pitch propeller, just like you will find on just about every light sport aircraft. And if you look in the hangar, as a matter of fact, let me step back so you see what we're working with here. So we've got 1, we've got 2, that's a sling 2, that's another sling 2 there. And these are all of the planes that our students fly every single day. And all of these airplanes are equipped with glass avionics, Garmin G3X Touch, which I will show you. This is also the panel that I am well experienced with, as you will recall in my Sling TSI. Before I actually show you that, look at this interior. This is one of the most unique interiors I've seen in terms of the color. Normally this is not the color I would go for, but it doesn't look bad. It's all leather wrapped from the seats. Let me get in here. You see the two-tone color seats. You got the cream or beige, and then you have black. Same thing with the sticks are leather wrapped all around. And this is brand new. Okay, we've got the Garmin G3X Touch. Now, keep in mind, a lot of Bristells in this year model usually have either steam gauge or old glass panel, but not in this. This has been upgraded to the Garmin G3X Touch, and then you've also got the autopilot. So this airplane has autopilot. Again, the students are going to have a nice gift come April, which is our next semester for classes to start. And I bought this airplane particularly so new students will be able to fly. I mean, I don't know any other flight school where you get a nice looking airplane like this that you get to fly every single day. But what's really cool about the Bristell and just light sport in general is that you can see it's very minimalistic. You've got your glass modern avionics, but you see your throttle quadrant there. All you have is just that and your choke lever there. That's it. You've got your fuel tank switch there, and again, autopilot is there for you if you need. Now again, you would get an autopilot if you were using this as a personal aircraft, but this is going to be used as a trainer here, and I'm sure the students will enjoy it a lot more than I will. Let's get in here. Let me show you how nice it is. So like a lot of low wings, to get in a Bristell, you just go on the step up here, lift yourself up, and you kind of sit yourself in. You can either do this, see you've got some grab handles here, and you would hold on to that and just put your legs in. So let me do that and I'll get to you once I'm sitting. So here we are, nicely sitting in the Bristell. It feels very different because you're pretty much sitting low to the platform in this airplane, and you probably get this feeling when you fly smaller airplanes. Even for me, going from a TSI to sitting in this, it feels very sporty because the seats are inclined, but it's very comfortable. And I also think one thing that Bristell are well known for, guess what, is the cabin width. So you've got a good about 50 inches from there to there. So that's one thing Bristell has been unique for. And so if you were flying with somebody else, you will not feel cramped in this cockpit. But also, if you see your leg room here, again, you're sitting very low, but you can extend the seat back and forth, so you've got a ton of leg room. If you've got longer limbs, then your upper body flying in this airplane will be very comfortable for you. And just like most light sport, you've got your center stick here, which again is leather wrapped. Very nice in here. Now, let me step out and share some numbers with you, just in case you were looking at this airplane as a personal airplane. So let's just say you're looking to get into a light sport, or more particularly a Bristell. Here's the thing, unfortunately, a brand new Bristell today that's fully loaded or that has the Rotax 915 engine will run you close to $400,000. I am not misspelling that. I am not missaying that. That's how much these things are going for. You're gonna be around that $350,000 to $380,000 for a brand new Bristell with a Rotax 915. Now, the equivalent of this that's newer or brand new, you're looking probably closer to $300,000 or somewhere around there. And of course, if you have more glass and more avionics, you're going to be spending more money. And this is why I think also that the used market, or something that's a little older like this airplane, would be a great fit for somebody who's looking to get into either their first or second, or just as a sport pilot. This is a great airplane. But let me share some of the numbers with you first. Performance, this airplane is similar to this and just about every light sport you have in the market. You're not really going more than 120 knots. But generally, you plan for 110, 115 knots, and you're burning 4 to 5 gallons of fuel per hour. And you've got about 34 gallons total, so about 17 on each tank. And as I said, with the Bristell, you also have these really cool wing lockers. And so this is a plane you'll probably fly. I don't know what your what your bladder level is, but generally I don't even like going more than 3 hours in a small airplane, talk less of a light sport. So it depends on how far you want to go, but you can fly this airplane for a few hours with full tanks. Now, the price, if you're looking at a 2012 model like this, you can find these airplanes anywhere from 120 to 150, 160,000, maybe 175. Really depends on how well the airplane has been kept, how much hours or how many hours you have left on the engine, and then of course your avionics. With this airplane, it's low time, still in a few hundreds. You've got glass avionics, so this might be the one that's right there in the middle in terms of pricing, but you can still find some of these, particularly this model year 2012 2013 models, for just a little over $100,000. Now, chances are they have a high mileage on them, meaning your time to overhaul the engine might be closer. But whether you buy a low time or high time Bristell, you're still getting a really good airplane, and it's fairly modern. Even I didn't talk about those LED lights. So this is an airplane that you get either to train or use it to build time or just go somewhere and fly for fun. So if you're looking to fly a Bristell and you're not necessarily able to buy one yourself, guess what? You can come to our flight school here and you will fly this every single day. To get more information on our flight program, be sure to check out lookupflightacademy.com. Again, that's lookupflightacademy.com. And if you have any questions either about the flight program or this aircraft in particular, just leave in the comments and I'll be sure to answer them for you. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, my name is Mike. If this is your first time, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and also make sure you give this video a thumbs up with the notification bell as well when you subscribe. Thank you all, and I will catch you on the next video.